Hello. I'm very aware that nobody's here. And I'm also very aware that I didn't notify anybody that I was going to be here. So, with that said, awesome. Let me see right. Okay. So, I'm going to let this marinate a little bit while people show up. And anybody rewatching the recording can just see what I'm up to. How do I see the chat? Okay, now I'm in the chat. Okay. Oh, okay, good. I've got 3 people in here. Hi. Okay, so just as the title would insinuate, I have been away for a little bit, so I thought I should update you guys. So for those of you who don't know, the last time you saw me was probably exactly like a month ago when I was amidst the greatest fucking training I've ever done in my career. The best tips I've ever given. And again, the best training I've ever done in regards to what it truly takes to get women you want without even trying. In fact, it was so fucking good that amidst this 5-day training, people were getting results day after day after day for free, which was such an incredible thing to witness, is seeing the comments you guys gave. And not only that, for my current clients that had stuck through the training, the following week in their sessions, every single client who had watched the 5-day training had insane fucking results in my program in regards to whether how they communicated with the women in my program, where they practiced talking to my girls, or in their dating lives themselves. So I opened the doors for my latest coaching program, which the doors have since been closed, but because it was brand new, I'm one of those people, and if you've been with me for a while, you're probably aware that I disappear every now and then. I'm one of those people that when I'm driving in the car with the GPS on and I can't find the place and I've got music going, I have to turn off the music to focus. Like I'm such a sensitive person, both mentally, emotionally, and physically, that I needed to really command all my attention into this new coaching program that I had unleashed, so to speak. So now that the guys are all a month in, I feel like, okay, I could take my foot off the gas a little bit and I can get back to you guys. So yeah, that's basically where I've been for the past month. I also just had so much going on. And yeah, I just moved into my new place. It was my birthday week. But again, I'm one of those people that, like, once the mood strikes me, I gotta fucking go. And the mood actually struck me in the middle of my birthday week while I had my cousins in town. So like, again, I'm just one of those people that, like, once I set my mind to something, it's fucking going. So my mind has been fully focused on my new coaching program, and I'm sorry that I let you guys fall to the wayside. But yeah, so just a quick update on what we're going to be doing now. For those of you who don't know, I have told you guys that the way I do videos is I basically go and do searches for like the top searches in the dating niche. And every now and then I'm doing videos with titles that don't necessarily speak to the type of caliber of man I'm looking to help. There's a certain type of man that will allow me to help guide and assist you in getting and keeping the women you want and truly getting results from it. And I kind of just catered to the masses when I first started YouTube a couple years ago. And it's something that was working at the time to get my YouTube numbers up and to get traffic. So I stuck with it. But I'm very much realizing now that I need to really fine tune and focus on the men that truly want this. The men who are respectful of women and are tired of being dancing monkeys of men who have not gotten the women they want. So I'm I'm going to fine tune my focus to y'all, to those of you who do appreciate me being here and aren't just, falling for clickbait all the time. Because let's be honest, some of the videos that do very well have clickbaity titles. So no, I want to focus on you guys. And in order for me to focus on the guys who truly want this stuff and the guys who are truly capable of getting out there and doing something different to get different results. Y'all are the men I'm speaking to. Y'all with the open minds and the open hearts who can come to a woman such as myself to ask, hey, how do I get the women I want? It's a certain caliber of man. So I'm talking to you guys from now on. And with that said, this is also an Ask Me Anything. So that's why I wanted to open the floor to you guys. And I did want to give some time for people to join on. Basically, a few things. I want to know from you guys, what kinds of videos do you want most from me? And again, I want results. I want you guys getting exactly what you want with my advice. A lot of you don't need any more fucking information, realistically. Or a lot of you need the right information. So I am committed to providing y'all with the right fucking information and the information you're looking for. So with that said, yeah, my live training that I did a month ago, the 5-day training series, How to Attract Women Without Trying, it very much was geared towards the 3 steps it takes to attract women by being yourself. And I went into the science of all of it, like the bare bones of biology and attraction and physics, quantum mechanics, that really talked about how our brains and bodies truly are wired in regards to finding a mate, in regards to us women feeling emotionally in need of you, because that's what it takes to really get women hooked nowadays. I forget where I was going with that shit, but if you know you want to get to a place where you do want to attract the women you want once and for all, I'm going to invite you to take my quiz, jessicajdating.com/quiz, just to see where you're at right now. Let's see how attractive you are to the women you currently want. We don't know where to go unless we know where we currently are. So if you haven't yet taken my quiz, again, jessicajdating.com/quiz. Let's find out where you're at right now so we have a better idea of what you need to do from there. And based on the results of your quiz, you're going to see a video from me. You're going to get a report emailed to you from me that will tell you exactly where you are right now and what you need to do about it. Again, jessicajdating.com/quiz. And thank you for saying the whole frequency thing was a game changer. That's something I actually want to do and will be doing for the rest of this month. As you guys probably have realized already, I've taken down my 5-day training series, which was made public on YouTube for a couple days after I did it. And there's a couple reasons I did that. Again, this was the best training I've ever done. And I might not ever do a better training than that. Kind of like the way Rihanna feels about the Anti album, where she'll never do better than that. I know it's not a matter of like, oh my God, I was the best person I'll ever be. No, like the training itself was so bare bones scientific that unless there's like other like findings in science moving forward, that I can incorporate, it's not going to get better than it is right now. And I did a lot of pitching for the current group that is closed. It was live, so the dogs were barking here and there. Amazon was showing up every 5 seconds. My internet at the time was cutting out. So it's not what it should be in regards to training. So it's currently being edited down. And also adding recorded client examples of how the step-by-step process actually works. And I did get the okay. I did get consent from my clients on using their training sessions, their practice sessions with my girls. So you guys can actually see what it looks like. For those of you who were part of the 5-day training,
It was just me talking like this. So it was like hard for you guys. A lot of you guys were like, can you give an example? I'm like, I kind of not. I really can't. So I really, really wanted to provide you guys with examples of how every single step is going to look. So with that said, that's something that's going on behind the scenes. That training is being created right now. And it very well may replace Speak to Spark Arousal. Speak to Spark Arousal is our current training module, or our training template for all my private clients. But yeah, let me take a drink of water because I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about anymore. I forgot where I was going. So back to what I was saying about my live training, which is no longer available on YouTube. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna break down every component of the 3 steps of how the brain works into separate bite-sized videos so that you guys still have access to it. I feel like a shithead. All the people who wrote into me asking for the 5-day training series, and again, it's being worked on right now. And it's something I couldn't be bothered with anything but like my new coaching program and working with my new clients and getting everybody onboarded and getting the first month down. So I just took it down and it's being worked on. And until then, I'm going to deliver the same exact content in YouTube videos so that it's out there, so that you guys have it. And yeah, that's just an update to what's been going on with me, what's been going on here at Jessica J Dating, what you guys can expect moving forward. And with that said, if you guys could just comment what kinds of stuff you want from me. So we're now halfway through the year. I want to focus on what we're going to do together for the remaining 6 months of the year. What would you guys need from me to really make the rest of your year fucking pop in regards to content, in regards to training, in regards to coaching? What would you guys need? And also, obviously, as the title ensued, I will also be doing an Ask Me Anything. But yeah, I would love to hear from you guys. Either my chat's not working or nobody's talking to me. Okay, let me see. I think people are talking to me. Oh, okay. So the chat's working. Okay, so see, this is what I did. One second. Okay, so again, this is another thing that happened on my live, is that my chat stopped working in my software, so I didn't see what the hell you guys were saying to me. Now I see that there's people saying shit to me. So yeah, I would love for you guys to, now I see everybody's comments. If y'all could just like tell me in the comments what types of stuff really best serves you, what stuff resonates with you the most, what are you looking to get out of me and my expertise and my training. Yeah, that's basically what I want. And then I'll take your Ask Me Anything questions. Hi, John. Hi, everybody. Okay, so now I see everybody's chats. Okay, so looks like nobody's answering my question. So I will just answer the questions that have been posed to me. Jessica, how's your day going? My day's going like really fucking great. Like I can't say that enough. My motto in life, a bunch of people who are close to me know that my motto is just make it to Monday. I'm one of those people, I love Mondays. Mondays to me mean a reset, like a reset and a revamp. I fucking love Mondays. So I always feel my best on Mondays. I always feel excited and ready on Sundays, but Mondays, I just unleash. Gym, game all day. These women stare me down. Okay, wait. My nationality is I'm American. Happy Independence Day upcoming to all my fellow Americans here. Okay, so Jessica, how's your day going? That's how my day is going, Hustly. Thank you for asking. Because lots of us finally got it. Oh, Monster, I think you mentioned something about, where is it? I think you mentioned stuff about, oh, it's weird. Oh my God, am I missing? Yeah, the whole frequency thing was a game changer. I'm glad. And again, what I wanted to do in the free training was give you guys factual, scientific, empirical, concrete, step-by-step stuff that you can measure. Because if you can't see it, touch it, feel it, measure it, it's going to be hard for you to know whether or not you're doing it or doing it correctly and how to do better. So that's why I wanted the steps to attracting without trying to be as empirically, scientifically based as possible. So at the end of the day, it does boil down to frequency, the frequency of emotions, which is what it takes to attract. And I'm gonna deliver in YouTube videos over the course of this month that you guys can get this training if in case you missed it. So thanks for sharing. I appreciate that. Ronnie Jordan said you have a question. I don't know if you actually asked the question. Getting out of the friend zone, kind of radical things and non-radical things, knee-jerk stuff. I think you're still okay. So I think you're answering what kinds of stuff you're looking for from me. Okay. I want to write that down. Okay, so let me write that down. Where is it? Where is it? I just lost it. I just started dating after a divorce. Oh, I'm so sorry. And I'm glad you're back out there. So excited for you. A lot of my clients come to me after a divorce, after they're widowed, or if they're just after being in a relationship for an extended amount of time, they're like, holy shit, what is this whole dating game now? It's a lot different. I will say that right now. Sorry. I wanted to write down getting out of the friend zone. Okay. I know a lot of you guys deal with that, getting out of the friend zone. And there's not many of you on here. I'm going to be on here for as long as you guys need me. So I'm taking the dogs to the dog park once I'm done, but there's no finite amount of time. Okay, let's see. So thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. Okay, 48 male just started dating after a divorce. Awesome. Okay, so let's talk about that dating after divorce. I love that. Okay. Why at the quiz about attractiveness, the lowest score is set at 2.5? Because there's no way to be a fucking 0 unless you are running at women with a knife. Okay? Because at our core, we all are attracted to other people. We really are. It's what you say when you open your mouth that makes you less attractive. But at our core, we always come together. I want to make a dirty joke so fucking bad right now, but it's not going to benefit anybody, but I'll make it. We all love coming together, let's be honest. So yeah, that's the lowest you can get. You'll never be at a 0. Ever again, unless you are coming at women like you are ready to kidnap and rape them. And if you are a man who even sought to take this quiz from me, chances are you are not doing that to women. So yeah, good question. I like that. Okay, making us write stuff down helped as well. You should see my side of the Kleenex box. And that's another thing that you guys will learn once I start talking about how the brain truly works to internalize information and also embody new information. Is the reason I had you guys physically writing stuff out. For those of you who weren't on the training, I had everybody grab a piece of paper and pen. I didn't want anybody typing. I wanted everybody grabbing a pen, grabbing a paper, is because the more you are able to put something into practice, physical active practice, the more your brain retains it. So even the act of writing out something, it'll stick with you more.
So yeah, getting you guys active activates more parts of your brain and also helps it to stick with you. That's why doing something, actively doing something while you're learning is going to stick more than you reading about it. Does that make sense? 2.5 is hope. That's correct. Okay. Let me see. Oh, I can't scroll up. Why can't I scroll up? Oh my God. Okay. How to find fake numbers in a phone. I don't even know what that means. Send a mass. Okay. 2.5 is hope. Yes, that's correct. All right. It looks like I don't have many other questions because there's not many of you on here because I didn't tell anybody I was doing this. So yeah. If that's all you guys have got, I just want to say thank you guys for being here as always. Sorry, I hit send by mistake too early. Oh, okay. Divorced after 23 years with the same lady. What are some pitfalls of dating these days that I should be aware of? I love this. Dating pitfalls these days. Sorry, I'm just I was gonna say typing. I'm just writing out all these ideas that you guys are giving me in regards to what you want me to talk to. And I'm gonna answer your question right now. So 23 years is a long time to not be in the world. Even 10 years ago, our cell phones were nowhere near what they are today. If you look at a graph of the technological advances within our society in the last 50 years, you will see an incline like this. It's astronomical, the technological advances that have befallen our current society. It's impressive, yes, but it's also changed the way we connect or don't connect with one another. So, what might have worked for clients of mine in the 80s, 90s, early 2000s doesn't seem to be working the same now. And I'll tell you why. Because women nowadays have to like you for you. We used to objectify you guys, where we needed you guys for money, survival, resources, a home, a bank account, even. And we no longer need you for those things. Therefore, we no longer, what's the word I want to use? We no longer hold you in esteem based on those things. We no longer deem you a quality man based on those things. My clients always hear me say it's not about the thing. And y'all men have been trained to get all the things, right? Get all the money, get all the cars, get all the muscles, get all the things you can show us and shove in our face, provide for us. And now women have been able to provide for ourselves. Before, you never had to be yourself. You never, in fact, you were probably encouraged to not be yourself. Something I've been saying for a while now is, ever since we started opening our mouths in school, we've been told how we could not act, how we could not speak, how we could not conduct ourselves around other people, which in essence has been kind of funneling this divide further and further and further away from who we truly are, to the point where most of us don't even know who we truly are outside of how to act around everybody else, right? But, Monstar Entertainment has been talking about emotional frequency. The highest vibration that they have measured is the frequency of authenticity. That's why we all feel our best when we're being ourselves. That's why we enjoy being around people that we can be ourselves around. That's why we enjoy being around people who are just being themselves. It's the highest feeling we can feel. It's 400 times higher than the frequency of love. So I digress. Going back to dating nowadays, we women, because we women can attain all the things we used to need you for: food, shelter, money, a house, a bank account. Because we have now been able to obtain those things ourselves, we are looking for somebody who can provide us something we can't get ourselves. And at the end of the day, you know what we can't get ourselves? We can't get emotional fulfillment. We can't get understanding, validation from somebody else. We can't get passion. We can't get desire. That's all stuff we look to you for. And if you're not able to reach us on that emotional level, none of that other stuff really matters because we're able to get all that stuff for ourselves anyway. I hope that makes sense. So that's why my entire program and my entire company is based off the premise that you don't have to change who you are, you just have to change how you are. And how you are communicating to women probably isn't conveying who you truly are right now. And that's why you're not getting women attracted to who you truly are. A lot of you guys use your stuff, right? I got a good job. I treat women nice. I ask her how her day is. But like, that's not you being you, bro. That's not you being yourself. And if you're not being yourself, we can't feel who you truly are. We can get a feeling based on the stuff. We might be able to ponder who you are based on all this other shit you give us, based on, you know, your society facade of this is how I act with people I don't know. We might get a feeling, but if we don't feel for you like that, well, we're not going to fucking care to stick around to know more because we genuinely don't have to. We don't have to. So I know that was a very long explanation on dating nowadays, but the pitfalls of dating these days are thinking that you being a good guy is enough. You need to know how to convey that you are a quality guy, because 99% of you guys out there do not know how to convey that you are a quality guy unless it has to do with you talking about your stuff. And that's just not going to cut it. That's a great question, though. Thank you so much for it. Again, it looks like my chat wasn't working, so that's why I went on a long-winded explanation of that, because I didn't see any other comments going through. Okay, so now I'm back on YouTube. Let's see. Are the majority of good women sick of online dating apps and want to go back to the early 90s style thing? I'll tell you right now, the majority of women are sick of dating. I know more women who are opting to stay alone than are actually dating, because men have not caught up to knowing how to emotionally tune the way we emotionally attune. And because we have now come to this place where we're able to provide in every single sort of way that our mothers and grandmothers used to depend on men, used to need men, because women nowadays are able to get all those things. We are looking for somebody who can make us feel something, somebody who is on top of his game, who can provide us something more than what we already have in our lives. Because you know what we already have in our lives? Cars, food, shelter, safety. I've got guns. Like, I probably shouldn't say that on YouTube, but we genuinely have all the things that our moms and grandmoms used to need men for. So if you can't provide us with something more than what we already have, we're just going to sit back and hang with our friends, hang with ourselves, be fulfilled in our jobs, because most men aren't keeping up with keeping themselves emotionally in tune. And that's the only thing y'all can add to our lives these days is emotional fulfillment, is desire, is passion, is sexual energy. And we're not going to want all that if you can't do the other stuff. We might if we want to get laid. I know plenty of girls that like backpedal, like, I needed to get laid, but she doesn't want to like talk to him or like date him or like have him in her life. Like, so yeah, that's a good question. I know more women not on dating apps and single than women that are single on dating apps. Okay, Jess, how can we get an ex back after 23 years of suffering? Oh, Lord Jesus. If you're hanging on after 23 years, you need to be in therapy. Period. Or you need to get to a place where you know how to get other women. A lot of you hang on to your exes because You don't know that you can get somebody else. And you don't know that you could get somebody else because you haven't been able to attract anybody else. And again, this is exactly what we go over in my coaching program, is how to create options where you are able to hook women in within seconds of opening your mouth on that emotional level, where we immediately feel you from that emotional space. And I'm not talking about your emotions. I'm talking about you knowing how to vibrate on that highest level frequency. And again, this is something I went over step by step in my 5-day training, which I'm pointing to like all my fucking notes, which I'm gonna do for you guys over the course of this month, is break everything down bite size, bite size, bite size. And if you know you need help better interacting with the women you want because you don't yet have the women you want, and maybe you are hooked on somebody and it's been way too long you've been hooked on somebody, book your call with me right now, jessicajdating.com/book. We'll talk about making it happen for you. I'll tell you right now, for all the clients who come to me hooked on one girl, none of them ever want anything to do with that girl again once they're done with my program. In fact, by the time they're like halfway through my program, they're like, oh my God, I don't even want that chick anymore. I can't believe I wanted that chick. Because a lot of you hang on thinking that you can't get anybody else, but I promise you guys you can. Okay, good question. Do you know anything about the Sigma female? I don't really I don't really buy into that stuff. And the reason I say I don't buy into that stuff is because I'm very much a person that doesn't, I think that we all have, I think the human experience and human expression is so much more layered and convoluted than we can ever possibly comprehend. And there's only one thing that can truly explain how to attract somebody you want. And it's not tapping into your masculine, tapping into your more feminine. I am a Sigma, I'm actually a beta. It's actually like, how much are you honoring yourself by being yourself? Again, going back to the highest frequency we can ever possibly feel and exude is that frequency of authenticity. And authenticity is simply saying something you believe in, saying something you believe is true. That's it. Saying something you believe is true. I forgot what the 2 credentials were. In fact, let me pull it up right now. What is authenticity? It was in day 1. Let me see. Authenticity. Find it. Yeah. Where is it? Tell me. Okay, I'm never gonna fucking find it. But authenticity is basically saying shit that you know is true. Like, you know for a fact that it's true and you believe it. So it's like, if I'm saying I'm sitting here right now YouTubing, that is fucking authentic. That's me being me. Or saying I'm sitting here wondering if you guys can hear Lula snoring. It's pretty loud. That is authentic. Again, shit you know is true will always be shit from your personal experience. You will always know it's true and you will always believe it. If it is something happening in your brain and body, like something you see, something you think, something you feel. These are completely unbiased things that are all true. If you could speak from your brain and your body. And that's what human connection is connecting on that level, that one thing we all have in common. So yeah, no, I don't know anything about Sigmas, females, or like, I know like alpha, beta is constantly thrown around in my industry. I don't even think it fucking matters. I know plenty of beta men who get women. I know plenty of alpha men who women wouldn't fuck with, if you paid us. So yeah. So I'm sorry if I don't answer that question. I have doubled my I statements, and it does evoke emotions in women. Awesome! And being in the now. Yes, this is all stuff I went over in my 5-day training. This is stuff I all coach one-on-one with my clients. So again, if you know you want to get to this place where you want my eyes or one of my coach's eyes on your interactions to help tweak and fine tune and recalibrate to get you attracting women faster and stronger, jessicajdating.com/book. Let's make it happen. Love that. Love it. Okay. So my life left me over my obsession with my cats. Then that's not your girl. Period. That's all I have to say about that. You simplified my overthinking brain. Love it. So happy to do that. Okay, wait. One more question. How do you, wait. Sorry, I just want to like make sure I get to everybody. Oh goodness, now there's so many more comments. I'm so sorry, guys. I've been on here for a while. If you saw a cute guy at the gym and made eye contact with him a couple times, how would you want that man to come over and talk to you if you were feeling it? I want your perfect examples. Here's why I can't give you perfect examples, because the perfect way to approach is always going to be centered around what's happening for you in that moment, in your brain, in your body, within the context of your environment, and then redirecting back to her. Always. So again, let's say we're at the gym. Let's say I'm on the Stairmaster. I just got my Stairmaster delivered. I'm excited to put it together once we get off this call. So let's say I'm on the Stairmaster and you come over and you say, I don't think I've ever climbed that many stairs in my life, but I feel like you're about 12 miles high right now based on how long you've been up there. I would be like, oh my God, thank you. I always feel like I never climb enough steps. Did you see how I just knee-jerk responded to my own hypothetical version of me as a man saying a PRS, personal relevant statement? If you guys don't know what personal relevant statements are, again, something about yourself, an I statement, if you will, something that's happening in your brain, your body. I see, I think, I feel. And relevant means right here, right now. So I give a personal relevant statement. I don't think I've ever climbed that many steps in my life, and redirect back to her. I feel like you must be 12 miles high right now based on how long you've been on this Stairmaster. Again. And now all of you are commenting on the stairs because I've knee-jerk hit you guys in a place. Okay? I don't know how else to say this, but this is what we teach all our clients to come up with, is this place of you being so fine-tuned into your experience at all times that you can come up with the perfect approach line no matter where you are. But the only way it'll be perfect is if you can say what's going on for you right there in that moment, in that specific moment. That's why canned lines don't exist, if that makes sense. So again, if you guys want to make this happen for you, jessicajdating.com/book. Thank you for being here today. Thank you guys all for staying here as well. Sometimes I'm like, am I fucking blabbing? But I've noticed my numbers haven't dropped at all. They like me. Y'all like me. And I'm so happy to be back, guys. I can't say that enough. I've said it, and I can't state this enough. I fucking love doing this. I fucking love being here for you guys and helping you guys better understand that it doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be hard. You don't have to be somebody else other than who you are now. You don't even have to love yourself to get good with women or to attract women you want. Because at the end of the day, there is no end goal of loving ourselves. We're constantly growing, constantly evolving. Life is constantly happening to us. It stops when we're fucking dead. But we are always going to need to work on loving ourselves. And this is a way to do it, is to be able to say, hey, I actually want to be myself. I don't want to be anything else. I don't want to attract women based on the cars I have or the job I have or what's in my bank account. I just want to attract a woman based on who I am when nobody's looking. Imagine that. If you could attract women based on the man you were behind closed doors when no one else is looking. And my head just went to like, what kind of porn are y'all watching right now? But that's who I am behind closed doors. I'm like, what kind of porn are they watching? But imagine if you were loved by a woman based on the porn you watched. How wonderful. And I'm telling you guys, we make it happen for you. JessicaJDating.com/book. I am now opening the doors again. Now that I've helped, launch and work out the kinks of this new coaching program, I am now again accepting new clients. So JessicaJDating.com/book. Let's talk about making it happen for you. And yeah, I'm excited to be back here. And thank you guys so much for being here with me.